Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about something that can change the course of your life, setting and achieving big goals. We all have dreams, ambitions, and visions of success, but turning them into reality requires more than just wishful thinking. It takes clarity, commitment, and action. Let me share with you a roadmap to setting and achieving big goals that can help you transform your life. One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they aren't specific about what they truly want. A vague goal, like I want to be successful or I want to be happy, doesn't provide a clear direction. Success and happiness mean different things to different people. Without a well-defined target, it's easy to get lost, distracted, or discouraged along the way. That's why the first and most crucial step in goal setting is clarity. To define your goal clearly, you need to ask yourself some important questions. What exactly do you want to achieve? Why is this goal important to you? How will it impact your life? By answering these questions, you begin to shape your vision into something tangible and meaningful. For example, instead of saying, I want to be financially independent, a clearer goal would be, I want to save $50,000 in the next 3 years by increasing my income and reducing unnecessary expenses. Another key factor in defining your goal is making sure it aligns with your values and passions. If a goal is not personally meaningful, it will be hard to stay committed. Many people chase goals based on societal expectations or pressure from others, only to realize later that they were pursuing something they never truly wanted. Take time to reflect on what genuinely excites and motivates you, rather than what others think you should do. Once you have a clear goal in mind, it's essential to make it as detailed as possible. Break it down into who, what, when, where, and how. If your goal is to start a business, specify the industry, the type of products or services you want to offer, the amount of capital needed, and the time frame for launching. The more details you provide, the easier it becomes to create a roadmap towards success. Visualization is another powerful technique to help define your goal clearly. Picture yourself having already achieved the goal. Imagine how it feels, what your daily life looks like, and how it affects your confidence and happiness. Visualization strengthens your commitment and helps reinforce the belief that your goal is achievable. When you can see it in your mind, you are more likely to take action toward making it real. Writing your goal down also increases the likelihood of success. Studies show that people who write their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them than those who keep them in their heads. When you write your goal, use precise and positive language. Instead of writing, I don't want to be unhealthy anymore, reframe it as, I will exercise 4 times a week and eat a balanced diet to improve my health. This approach focuses on what you will do rather than what you want to avoid. It's also helpful to ensure your goal is challenging but realistic. Setting a goal that is too easy won't push you to grow, while an unrealistic goal may lead to frustration and discouragement. Find the balance between ambition and feasibility. If your goal is to run a marathon, but you've never run before, start with a smaller milestone, such as completing a 5,000 race, and then build up to a marathon over time. Finally, make sure your goal is measurable. A well-defined goal should allow you to track progress. If you want to improve your public speaking skills, set specific benchmarks, such as delivering a speech to a small group within 3 months or joining a speaking club. Having clear milestones keeps you motivated and gives you a sense of achievement along the way. Once you have defined your goal clearly, the next step is to structure it in a way that makes success more achievable. This is where the SMART goal setting framework comes in. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By applying this method, you turn vague ambitions into concrete objectives with a clear action plan. SMART goals help you stay focused, track your progress, and maintain motivation throughout your journey. The first component of SMART goals is specificity. A goal needs to be as detailed as possible. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, a specific goal would be, I will go to the gym 4 times a week and follow a structured workout plan. The more precise your goal is, the better you can design a roadmap to achieve it. Specific goals eliminate confusion and make it easier to take immediate action. The second element is measurability. A goal should have quantifiable criteria that allow you to track your progress. If your goal is to save money, you need to define an amount, such as I will save $5,000 in the next 6 months. Without measurable benchmarks, it's hard to know whether you're making progress or if you need to adjust your approach. Tracking your results helps you stay motivated and recognize how far you've come. The third factor is achievability. While it's great to dream big, your goal should be realistic given your current resources, time, and abilities. Setting an impossible goal can lead to frustration and burnout. For instance, if you aim to learn a new language in 1 month, that might not be practical. Instead, a more achievable goal would be, I will learn 50 new words per week and practice speaking with a tutor twice a week. Setting realistic goals keeps you motivated rather than overwhelmed. The fourth component is relevance. Your goal should align with your personal values, aspirations, and long-term plans. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? How does it fit into my bigger picture? For example, if your dream is to become a professional writer, setting a goal to publish 1 article per month is relevant. However, setting a goal to learn advanced mathematics might not directly support your writing aspirations. Choosing relevant goals ensures that your efforts contribute to your overall success. The final element of SMART goals is time-bound. Every goal needs a deadline to create a sense of urgency and commitment. A goal without a time frame can be delayed indefinitely. For instance, instead of saying, I want to start a business, a time-bound goal would be, I will launch my online store within 6 months by completing a business plan in the first month, sourcing products in the next 2 months, and setting up my website in the last 3 months. Deadlines push you to take action rather than procrastinate. Applying the SMART framework also allows you to adjust and refine your goals over time. If you find that your initial goal is too ambitious or too easy, you can tweak it while maintaining the core SMART principles. For example, if you initially aim to lose 20 pounds in 2 months but find it unrealistic, you can modify it to losing 10 pounds in 3 months instead. Flexibility ensures that you stay on track without feeling discouraged. Finally, SMART goals create accountability. When you set clear, structured goals, you can share them with others, track progress, and evaluate your success. Whether you use a journal, an app, or a mentor to keep you accountable, SMART goals provide a solid foundation for turning your dreams into reality. Big goals can often feel overwhelming, making it difficult to know where to start. When you look at the end result, it might seem impossible to reach. This is why breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable steps is so important. By dividing a large goal into bite-sized tasks, you make progress feel easier and more achievable, reducing stress and increasing motivation. One of the best ways to break down a big goal is by creating a step-by-step action plan. Start by identifying the major milestones required to achieve your goal. For example, if your goal is to start your own business, some major steps might include conducting market research, developing a business plan, securing funding, and launching a website. Once you identify these milestones, you can break them down even further into smaller daily or weekly tasks. Taking small, consistent steps is more effective than trying to accomplish everything at once. If your goal is to write a book, trying to write 300 pages in 1 month may feel impossible. However, if you break it down into writing just 1 page per day, you will have a full-length book in less than a year. Small steps build momentum and keep you moving forward, even on days when motivation is low. Setting mini goals along the way also helps to create a sense of achievement. Each time you complete a small task, you experience a feeling of progress and success, which keeps you motivated to move forward. For example, if your goal is to lose 30 pounds, focusing on losing 5 pounds at a time can make the process feel much more manageable and rewarding. A great tool for breaking down big goals is the chunking method. This involves grouping related tasks together into smaller sections. If your goal is to launch an online store, you can break it into categories such as product research, website design, marketing strategy, and customer service setup. By tackling one section at a time, you avoid feeling overwhelmed and stay organized throughout the process. Another strategy is using a timeline approach. Assigning specific deadlines to each step ensures steady progress. Instead of saying, "I will launch my business someday," set a timeline like, "I will complete my market research within the next 4 weeks, design my website in the following month, and officially launch in 3 months." Timelines create a sense of urgency and keep you accountable. Tracking your progress along the way is also crucial. Keeping a journal, using a planner, or setting up a digital task manager helps you stay on track and see how far you've come. When you track progress, you can celebrate small wins. Identify areas where you might need to adjust your strategy and stay focused on the bigger picture. Lastly, breaking down your goal makes it easier to overcome obstacles. When challenges arise, having a structured plan allows you to make small adjustments without feeling completely lost. Instead of giving up when things get difficult, you can reassess your approach, make minor tweaks, and continue moving forward step by step. Having a goal is important, but without a solid plan, it remains just a wish. A well-structured plan acts as a roadmap that guides you from where you are now to where you want to be. It outlines the steps you need to take, helps you stay focused, and prevents you from feeling lost along the way. The more detailed your plan, the easier it will be to follow through and stay on track. The first step in creating a plan is to outline the major tasks required to achieve your goal. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, your plan should include key aspects like setting a workout schedule, creating a meal plan, tracking progress, and adjusting routines when necessary. Breaking your goal into structured tasks gives you a clear sense of direction and prevents procrastination. Once you have identified the key tasks, the next step is to prioritize them. Not all steps need to be completed at the same time. Some tasks are more urgent or have a greater impact on your progress. For example, if you're starting a business, registering your company might be a top priority, while designing a logo can come later. Prioritizing tasks helps you focus on what truly matters first, instead of feeling overwhelmed by everything at once. A successful plan also requires setting deadlines. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and hold you accountable. Without a specific timeline, it's easy to delay tasks indefinitely. Be realistic with your deadlines, ensuring that they challenge you without causing unnecessary stress. For example, instead of saying, "I'll launch my business someday," set a clear deadline like, "I will launch my business in 6 months and finalize my business plan within the first month." Staying organized is just as important as creating a plan. Using tools like planners, to-do lists, or digital apps can help you track your progress and stay on top of tasks. Apps like Trello, Notion, or Google Calendar allow you to schedule tasks, set reminders, and monitor progress. Having a structured system prevents you from forgetting important steps and keeps your workflow efficient. Flexibility is also a crucial part of planning. While it's important to stick to your plan, unexpected obstacles can arise. Being too rigid can lead to frustration and discouragement. Instead, be prepared to adjust your plan when necessary. If one approach isn't working, don't be afraid to modify your strategy. What matters most is that you keep moving forward, even if the path changes slightly along the way. Tracking your progress regularly helps you stay motivated. Take time to review your plan weekly or monthly, evaluate what's working, and identify areas for improvement. If you see progress, celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. If things aren't going as planned, use the opportunity to refine your approach and make necessary adjustments. Lastly, having an accountability system can significantly improve your chances of success. Share your plan with a mentor, friend, or coach who can keep you on track. Regular check-ins with someone who supports your goal can boost motivation and provide guidance when challenges arise. Staying organized and committed to your plan will ensure that you stay on the right path toward achieving your goal. Consistency is the key to achieving any big goal. While motivation can give you a strong start, it is discipline and persistence that will carry you through to success. Many people fail to reach their goals not because they lack the ability, but because they give up too soon. Staying consistent means showing up every day, putting in the effort, and staying committed even when progress seems slow. One of the biggest challenges to consistency is lack of immediate results. Many people expect quick success and get discouraged when they don't see progress right away. However, real success comes from small, repeated actions over time. If you're working on improving your fitness, you won't see major changes after 1 week of exercising. But if you stick with it for months, you will notice significant progress. The key is to trust the process and keep going. To maintain consistency, it's helpful to develop daily habits that align with your goal. For example, if your goal is to become a better writer, setting a habit of writing 500 words a day will help you improve over time. If your goal is to grow a business, making daily efforts to market your product or network with potential clients will bring you closer to success. Small daily efforts add up to big results in the long run. Obstacles and setbacks are a natural part of any journey. Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. If you experience a setback, take time to analyze what went wrong and how you can improve. For example, if you miss a deadline or fail to meet a milestone, identify the cause. Was it poor time management, lack of resources, or unexpected challenges? Adjust your approach and move forward. One effective way to overcome challenges is to have a plan for dealing with difficulties before they arise. Think about the potential obstacles you might face and how you will handle them. If you know you struggle with procrastination, create a strategy to stay focused, such as setting a strict schedule or using productivity tools. If you tend to lose motivation, find ways to stay inspired, like reading success stories or reminding yourself of your why. Surrounding yourself with a supportive environment can also help you stay consistent. When you have people who encourage and believe in you, it's easier to stay committed to your goals. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or online communities, having a support system can make a big difference. Being around like-minded individuals helps you stay inspired and accountable. Another important aspect of consistency is self-discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like working on your goal. But discipline means pushing through those moments. Instead of waiting to feel motivated, train yourself to take action regardless of your mood. Remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Lastly, celebrate your progress along the way. Recognizing and rewarding small achievements keeps you motivated and helps build positive momentum. Whether it's treating yourself after reaching a milestone or simply acknowledging how far you've come, celebrating progress reminds you that your efforts are paying off. Consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up, making progress, and never giving up. Motivation is the driving force behind every big goal, but it's not always constant. There will be days when you feel inspired and unstoppable, and other days when you feel discouraged and doubtful. The key to long-term success is learning how to keep your motivation alive even when challenges arise. When you stay connected to your vision and remind yourself why you started, you'll have the strength to push through difficult moments. One of the most effective ways to stay motivated is to define your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? What will achieving it mean for your life? Having a strong personal reason behind your goal makes it easier to stay committed. If your goal is to start a business, your why might be financial freedom, personal fulfillment, or providing a better life for your family. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself of this deeper purpose. Another powerful motivator is visualization. Take time each day to imagine yourself achieving your goal. Picture what it looks like, how it feels, and the impact it will have on your life. This mental exercise keeps your vision alive and strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. Many successful people, including athletes and entrepreneurs, use visualization as a technique to stay focused and confident. Setting short-term rewards can also help maintain motivation. Big goals often take time, and without small victories along the way, it's easy to feel like progress is too slow. Create mini rewards for yourself each time you reach a milestone. For example, if your goal is to lose 30 pounds, treat yourself to something enjoyable, like a new outfit or fun activity, every time you lose 5 pounds. These small celebrations keep your energy and enthusiasm high. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another crucial factor in staying motivated. The people around you can either lift you up or bring you down. Find a support system of like-minded individuals who encourage and inspire you. This could be friends, family, mentors, or online communities. Engaging with people who share your ambitions can help you stay motivated and exchange valuable advice. Keeping a progress journal can also be a great way to stay inspired. Writing down your daily or weekly progress allows you to reflect on how far you've come. Whenever you feel stuck or unmotivated, looking back at past achievements can reignite your drive. A journal also helps you track patterns, identify what's working, and adjust your strategy when needed. It's also important to stay adaptable. Motivation can fade when things don't go as planned, but flexibility allows you to stay on track. If you hit a roadblock, don't see it as a failure, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Adjust your approach, try a new strategy, and keep moving forward. The ability to adapt keeps your vision alive, even when circumstances change. Lastly, remind yourself that motivation comes from action. Many people wait to feel inspired before they take action, but the truth is that action itself creates motivation. Even on days when you don't feel like working on your goal, take small steps anyway. The more you do, the more motivated you will become. Staying committed to your vision, even in small ways, keeps your momentum going and brings you closer to success. Tracking your progress is essential for staying on course and ensuring that you're moving toward your goal. Without monitoring your progress, it's easy to lose direction, feel unmotivated, or miss important milestones. Regularly checking where you stand helps you stay accountable, recognize your achievements, and make necessary improvements along the way. One of the best ways to track progress is by setting measurable benchmarks. If your goal is to lose weight, tracking your weight loss each week will show you whether your current diet and exercise plan are working. If your goal is to grow a business, monitoring revenue, customer engagement, and sales growth will help you determine if your strategies are effective. The clearer your benchmarks, the easier it is to evaluate your success. Keeping a progress journal or log can be highly beneficial. Writing down what you accomplish each day or week allows you to reflect on what's working and what needs adjustment. This habit helps you see patterns in your progress, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate even the smallest wins. It also provides motivation, as looking back at past achievements reminds you how far you've come. Regular self-assessments are another powerful tool. Every few weeks or months, take time to review your progress and ask yourself critical questions. Am I on track? What challenges have I faced? What strategies have worked best? This process helps you stay proactive and make informed decisions to improve your approach. Sometimes tracking progress reveals that things aren't going as planned. When this happens, it's important to make necessary adjustments rather than get discouraged. If you're not seeing results, analyze the situation objectively. Are you following the right strategy? Are there external factors affecting your progress? Instead of quitting, make tweaks to your approach and keep moving forward. Flexibility is key to long-term success. Using technology and tracking tools can make progress monitoring easier. Apps, spreadsheets, and planners can help keep you organized. For fitness goals, apps like MyFitnessPal or Strava can track workouts and nutrition. For productivity and business goals, tools like Trello, Notion, or Google Sheets can help you manage tasks and analyze data. These tools provide structure and make tracking more efficient. Another effective method of tracking progress is seeking feedback from others. If your goal is related to personal growth, career advancement, or skill development, mentors, coaches, or trusted peers can provide valuable insights. Sometimes an outside perspective can highlight areas for improvement that you may have overlooked. Constructive feedback helps refine your approach and keep you on the right path. Lastly, always remember to celebrate milestones along the way. Recognizing progress, no matter how small, keeps motivation high. Whether it's treating yourself to something special or simply taking a moment to appreciate your hard work, celebrating achievements boosts confidence and reinforces the habit of tracking progress. Commitment is the key to achieving any big goal. While excitement and motivation may get you started, it is long-term dedication that will see you through to success. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion, but pushing through those tough times is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Staying committed means making your goal a priority no matter what obstacles come your way. One of the biggest challenges in staying committed is overcoming self-doubt. It's natural to question yourself when progress is slow or when difficulties arise. You might wonder if you're capable of achieving your goal or if all your effort is worth it. However, doubts are just temporary thoughts. They do not define your true potential. When you feel uncertain, remind yourself why you started and trust in your ability to succeed. Another important aspect of commitment is developing resilience. Obstacles and failures are inevitable, but they do not mean you should quit. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every setback teaches you something valuable about your journey. Many successful people failed multiple times before they achieved their dreams, but what made them different was their refusal to give up. One way to maintain commitment is to reinforce your habits and routines. The more consistent you are with your actions, the easier it becomes to stay committed. For example, if your goal is to improve your fitness, sticking to a regular workout schedule, even on days when you don't feel like exercising, will keep you moving forward. Commitment is built through repetition and discipline. Surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded people can also help you stay committed. When you have friends, mentors, or a community that encourages you, it becomes easier to stay focused. Positive influences remind you of your strengths and keep you accountable. On the other hand, negative or unsupportive people can drain your energy and make you question your goals. Choose your circle wisely. Another key to long-term commitment is adapting to change. Your journey won't always go as planned, and that's okay. Unexpected challenges, life changes, or external factors may require you to adjust your approach. Being flexible and willing to make changes when necessary helps you stay committed even when circumstances shift. Adaptability is a strength that keeps you moving forward. Self-motivation is also crucial in maintaining commitment. There will be times when no one else is cheering you on, and that's when you need to push yourself. Find ways to keep yourself inspired, whether it's reading success stories, listening to motivational speeches, or writing daily affirmations. The ability to motivate yourself in difficult times will determine how far you go. Finally, always remember that success takes time. The most significant achievements in life don't happen overnight. Staying committed means being patient with yourself and the process. Progress may be slow, but every step forward is a step closer to your goal. No matter how difficult the journey becomes, keep moving, keep believing, and never give up. Achieving big goals is not just about dreaming, it's about taking action, staying consistent, and pushing through challenges. Success requires a clear vision, careful planning, and the determination to keep going, even when things get tough. Every great achievement starts with a single step, and every step forward brings you closer to your goal. Remember, setbacks are not failures. They are lessons that shape you into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. Stay focused on your purpose, celebrate small wins along the way, and never lose sight of why you started. No matter how big your goal may seem, you have the power to achieve it. With commitment, persistence, and the right mindset, anything is possible. So go after your dreams with confidence and never stop believing in yourself.